All right, here is our third video for topic 6-6, which is finding the area of irregular figures, which is a very tricky concept. So we have 8 more problems. Now, at any point, if you're feeling confident and ready to move on, you can stop the video and move on. And you can always pause to try to solve them ahead of me and then follow along as I check the work. So just a reminder, remember to break the figure up into smaller squares and rectangles. Then find all of the side lengths and widths, and then remember opposite sides are equal, and then also that the length times the width equals area. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to zoom in so we can see the problems much closer. So I'm looking at this shape, and again, you can break it up any way you want to, and you'll always have the same area as long as everything goes right. So I could put 2 little lines down here, so I would have 3 figures, or I can draw a line across here to make it 2 figures. So I think in this case, I'm going to draw the line across here. So I'm going to have a figure up here and then a figure across the bottom. So now I've got some side lengths that are not labeled, and I want to go through and do that. So I know that if this piece is 4, this piece I have right here is also going to be 4 feet. This is already labeled as 3 feet. This is labeled as 3 feet. This one's labeled as 1 foot. If this piece is 1 foot, then I know directly across is also going to be 1 foot. I see that this side over here is 3 feet, so opposite side right across here is also going to be 3 feet. So I have just about everything labeled. The one thing that I don't have labeled yet is this entire piece right across the bottom. Now I'm looking across, and there is no giant side that matches up with it. But I do see that I've got a piece here, the piece in the middle here that I've already figured out, and this piece over here, which tells me 3 plus 4 plus 3 is going to give me my total length here. So 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 3 is 10. So now I know that this giant piece here is going to be 10 feet. And now I'm ready to go ahead and start solving for the area of these 2 pieces. So down here, I've got 1 by 10 across. Now I want to be careful not to say it's a 1 by 3 because I know that 3 is right there, but that would only give me here to here, and that would only be this little piece. I need this whole figure shaded in. So it'd be a 1 times 10 because that brings us all the way across. So 1 times 10, nice and easy, is going to give me 10 square feet. Now coming across here, I've got my 3 down the sides over here and the 4 across. So that's going to be 3 times 4 equals 12 square feet. 12 plus 10 equals 22 square feet as my total answer. A equals 22 square feet. All right, let's move on to the problem right over here. Again, if you want to give it a shot on your own, just pause the video, do your best, and then come back to check your work. So on this one, I could break it up here, and I'll make a little rectangle over here and a larger one over here, or I can go straight across here and break it up into one on top and the one on the bottom. I feel like going like this. So we're gonna have a small rectangle here and a much larger one there. So let's go ahead and fill some things in. I see that I've got 4 centimeters here, that's done for me, and 3 centimeters here, that's already done. This guy's not labeled, and now I just made this new little piece up here. When I do that line, I'm not sure what that is yet. I see I've got 5 across the bottom up to this point, and then this entire piece up here is 6 centimeters. Now I'm looking at these opposite sides, and I'm seeing that if from here to here is 5, that means that this little piece right here is 5. If the entire piece is 6 and this piece is 5, that is my evidence to tell me that this little piece would be 1 centimeter, because 5 plus 1 brings us to that total of 6. I see I have my 4 here, so this line that I drew must also be 4 centimeters because it's an opposite side. Now I need to figure out what this side is here, and if I look across, I see across here is 4 and across here is 3. So 4 plus 3 is going to give me 7 centimeters. So now I've got everybody labeled. Now I need to be careful to make sure I'm using the correct numbers to find the areas. So here I've got a 4 and a 4 and a 1 and a 1. So I know that this is going to be 4 times 1, which will just give me 4 square centimeters. Now down here I've got my 7 across here and my 7 here. I've got 6 up here and a 5 down here. So I have to decide which one is the piece that I want. Well, the 6 is for this entire chunk, but I don't want the entire thing since I've broken it up. I only want up to these 2 points. So that tells me I need to use the 5. So the 7 down here and the 5 brings me up to here. 7 times 5 is 35 square centimeters. And my final step is to add 35 plus 4, which will give me 39 square centimeters. A equals 39 square centimeters. All right, let's go down to this figure over here. Once again, if you want to try it on your own, go for it. If not, you feel free to follow along with us here. So I could break this up again several ways. I can go up here and up here, so I'll have 2 large figures and a skinny little one here. Or I can go across like this and this. So I'll have 2 shapes down here and 1 long one across the top. Now my next step, fill in all of the side lengths that I know. Here I have a 4, so I know up here I'm going to have 4 feet, another 4 feet, so up here is going to be 4 feet since we've got our opposite sides. I've got 6 feet here, so I know that from here to here will also be 6 feet. This opposite side matches up with this opposite side, so that's also 6 feet. And then this piece over here is going to be 6 feet as well. So this 10 represents this entire line, but from here to here is only 6 feet. That now helps me figure out what this piece will be. If this is 6 and the entire thing is 10, I know that that piece must be 4 feet. Again, cross the side. If that's 4 feet, this piece here as well will be 4 feet. 6 and 4 is 10, so I still have those opposite sides being equal. Now there's just one little piece that I don't know the length of, and that is this little guy in the middle. So again, I'm going to be using the opposite side to help me. I see that this opposite side over here is 9 feet, which tells me the opposite side across this whole shape should be 9 feet as well. So far I have 4 and 4, which is 8, leaving me 1 foot right there to complete that 9 feet. Whew. All right, everybody is labeled now, so I can go through and start finding the area. I'm going to look over here, and I've got a 6 and a 6, a 4 and a 4. So 6 times 4 is 24 square feet. A reminder of how important it is to have those facts memorized, so I don't even need to think about this. We have plenty to think about over here. Again, I have a 6 and a 6, a 4 and a 4. So 6 times 4 is 24 square feet. Finally, I've got 4 and 4, 9 and 9. So 4 times 9 is 36 square feet. And last but not least, I'm going to add these up. 6 and 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, carry my 1, 10. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8, giving me area equals 84 square feet. Oh, all right, here goes the next one. Again, if you want to give this one a shot, try it on your own, pause the video, and I'll meet you back. All right, I've got 3 feet over here, 3 centimeters over here, which means that this side is going to be 3 centimeters. I've got 1 centimeter, so 1 centimeter. I think this is how I'm going to break it up. 1 centimeter here, so that will be 1 centimeter there. 3 over here, so my opposite side is also going to be 3. I know this is 4, so this is going to be 4. 1 and 1. This entire piece is 7 already, and now I just need this piece. I know 1 plus 1 is 2, and I need this to equal 7. So that little guy in the middle would be 5. All right. Everybody is labeled, so let's start finding the area. I've got 4, 4, 7, and 7, so that'll be a 4 times 7 is 28 square centimeters. 3, 3, 1, 1. 3 square centimeters, and again 3, 3, 1, 1. 1 times 3 is 3 centimeters squared. Finally, I get to add them all up. 28 plus 3 plus 3. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. A equals 34 square centimeters. All right, if you're feeling good and you're ready to move on to practice, go right ahead. If not, you can continue. Flip over your paper, and we've got 4 more to solve. We'll start up in the corner with this first one here. The camera a little bit, perfect. All right, so you can decide how you want to break this shape up. I'm thinking we'll do it into 2 pieces, down here and up here. And now I'm going to go ahead and fill in all the pieces I know. 4 down here, so that's going to be 4 across. 4 down this side, so I'll have 4 centimeters on this side. 4 over here, so this side has to be 4 as well. Last but not least, I've got this little piece left. I have 4 here, and blank. I know that this entire piece is 12, so this entire piece needs to be 12. If I already have 4 and 4 is 8, I know that 4 more will give me my total of 12. So now everybody's labeled. I can start finding the area. This is going to be a 4 by 4. Length and width is 4 centimeters, so that gives me 16 square centimeters. Here I have 12 and a 4 equals 48 square centimeters. And finally, I add them together. 4, 5, 6, and I got 64 square centimeters as my final answer. All right, sliding over to the next one. Again, pause it and try it on your own to get a feel for it, and then you can see how we solve it together. All right, so I think I'm going to break this one up across here and across here. I'm going to start filling in my sidelines. Okay, so we have the figure broken up now into 3 shapes, and I'm going to go and fill in all of my missing sidelines. I've got 2 down here, so that little guy is going to be 2. I see this one's already labeled as a 2. And over here I've got 2, so my opposite side is going to be 2. And that makes perfect sense because this entire piece is 6 inches, and we've got 2, 4, 6. So our opposite sides are indeed equal. Here I have 4 inches, so I know from here to here is going to be 4 inches as well. If the entire thing is 4 inches and this is, if the entire thing is 6 inches and this piece is 4 inches, go ahead and fill in what that missing piece must be. 4 plus 2 inches would give me that total of 6. I can use that 2 to fill in this 2 on that side. Over here I've got this opposite side is 4 inches and 4 inches on this opposite side. Now that all my sides are labeled, I can start pulling out the pieces I need to make my equations. This shape here is a 4 by 2, so 4 times 2 equals 8 square inches. 4 and 4, 2 and 2, so again I have a 4 times a 2, which is 8 square inches. Up here, I figured out that these 2 pieces were 2, and across the top we have 6, and across the bottom we have 6. So this is going to be a 6 times 2, which is 12 square inches. My last step is to add 12, 8, and 8. I know that 8 and 8 is 16, plus 12 will give me 28 square inches as my total area. All right, my last two on the bottom are the exact same figure. So I want to solve one by breaking it up this way, and the other I'm going to break it up across this way. Once again, please pause the video, try this on your own, and then come back to check your answers. All right, let's start with this one down here. I'm going to fill in the pieces that I know. If this here is 4 inches, I know that this little piece is going to be 4 inches. This side is 4, so I know this will be 4. Since all of them are 4, I know that's actually going to be a square. I see that this side here is 4, so I know that that opposite side would also be 4. I've got 4 across the top here, so I know that this little piece would be 4 inches as well. And again, that makes sense because if my entire piece is 8 inches, these two pieces are going to be 4 and 4, and our whole side here is 8. So now I've got everything filled in. I can start making my equations. So I'm going to look at that first square on the right, which was 4 times 4 is 16 square inches. And then here I've got 8 and 8, 4 and 4. So this is going to be 8 times 4 equals 32 square inches. And then I go to add them together. 32 plus 16 is going 6, 7, 8. 3 and 1 is 4. So area equals 48 square inches. Now when I go to solve this one is the same exact figure with all the same exact side lengths. So I know my answer should come out to 48 square inches. So feel free to try this one out on your own and make sure it equals 48 square inches. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill in what I know. I know that this piece is 8, so this entire piece here will also be 8 inches. This side is 4, so this side must be 4. Over here, I can use 8 equals 4 plus what to solve, or I can use my opposite side. Both of them are going to prove that that would be 4 inches. And then this little piece here, looking at my opposite sides, I've got another 4 inches. Up here, I can now start pulling out my equations. I've got a 4 by 4, which just like in the other one, we've got 16 square inches. 4 by 8, which is going to give me 32 square inches. And just like in the other problem, 32 plus 16 will give us an area of 48 square inches. So now we've seen this done 8 more times, and I think you're ready to give it a shot on your own. If not, you can always sign up for a mini lesson with your teacher. Thanks for joining me here again, and good luck with the rest of topic 6. See you soon.